The news day continues here in One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Starting off with some updates on weather, Egay has intensified into a super typhoon. As of 7 in the morning, Pag-asa spotted Egay center some 310 kilometers east of Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. The super typhoon is packing maximum sustained winds of 185 kilometers per hour with gustiness of up to 230 kilometers per hour. Egay is currently moving northwestward at 10 kilometers per hour. It is forecast to make landfall or pass very close to Babuyan Islands or northeastern mainland Cagayan. The Weather Bureau expects Egay to exit the Philippine area of responsibility by Thursday morning. Signal number 3 is hoisted over Babuyan Islands, northern and eastern portions of mainland Cagayan, northeastern portion of Isabela, and the northern portion of Apayao. Signal number 2, meanwhile, is raised over other parts of Luzon, now flashed on your screens. Metro Manila and several other areas are under signal number 1. These are also flashed on your screens. Here to talk to us about the response, we have with us on the line Director Edgar Posadas, spokesperson of the Office of the Civil Defense. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Diego, and good morning to all your televiewers and listeners. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. And now that we have the report from Pag-asa that Egay has become a super typhoon, what's the situation now like on the ground?
Oh, well, this is not... we did not just prepare for this just now, Diego. No? If you recall, there was Dodong first, and then the continuous effects of the southwest monsoon and the Bagat is still here, and that gives us also problems on the western side of the country. And so, to address that, your NDRIM OC in Campo Aguinaldo is under red alert, and so with the 9 other regional offices in the country, out of our 17 regional offices, to provide adequate and timely response when needed.
Yes, sir. Speaking of our response, what are you doing right now so that at least the effects of this typhoon will not really wreak havoc on our people?
Well, preparedness is the key, Diego. We cannot really avoid the typhoon from passing through, and the key here is really to prepare.
That's right.
And I think our LGUs in the past of Egay are actually ready for that. And in fact, we have not been receiving so much requests for assistance. And that's a testament that our LGUs on the ground, with their increased local dream fund or the former calamity fund, are ready and capacitated to address the concerns of their constituencies when needed, Diego.
Okay, you said, sir, that LGUs are prepared as of now. But are there any other things that people could help out with, or the national government can help out with these LGUs when the time comes?
But basically, your national government agency through the NDRIM fund, the NDRIM-C, is actually ready. In fact, as I've said, the NDRIM OC in Campo Aguinaldo is actually in full red alert right now with all its member agencies, and this is also in keeping with the President's guidance to actually provide timely, efficient, and adequate response when needed. And that is what we are doing right now, and OCD is in full support of that. And the President also said that it's better to overdo than to underdo things in the interest of safety of our countrymen.
That's right, sir. And you mentioned in the interest of safety, have you also then now implemented evacuations?
Yes, there are, since Dodong, Diego, we have evacuees, we have established evacuation centers. There were preemptive evacuations done, and as we speak, there are still preventive evacuations being done in areas where particularly in areas where tropical cyclone wind signal are in effect, particularly those under signal number 3. And also, we are monitoring also, Jego, the LGUs and the parts of the country where Habagat, the southwest monsoon, is in effect as well, because this brings rain as well. So
that's right.
This is also being enhanced by Egay as he passes through.
Okay, sir. And finally, do you have any advice or a message to affected residents?
Well, we have been informing our people to be prepared. We are encouraging them to tune in to programs such as yours for information, timely information, adequate information, and correct information. When they will be asked to preemptively evacuate, we encourage them to do so, to heed the call, because their local leaders, the local chief executives, know what is best for them, and we would like to assure them that the evacuation centers we have from the local government side up to the regional ones are ready to accept them, provide their needs temporarily, so that they could be safe as this super typhoon Egay is passing through. And as the President has said, we will, this is one of his, he made mention of these evacuation centers. We will continue to enhance them, make them better, and make them more resilient, addressing the evolving nature of disasters at this time. So let us all be safe. We can do this for as long as we work together as one team, as one nation.
That's right. That's well said, sir. And thank you very much for your time and for joining us, OCD spokesperson Edgar Posadas.
Thank you very much, Jego, and have a nice day.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on the One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. President Bongbong Marcos believes that the real state of the nation is, quote, sound. Let's listen in on some highlights of the President's second State of the Nation address.
1 year ago today, I stood here before you, setting forth the plans that we have. Let me now report to the people on the successes and also the challenges that we continue to face. Our financial system remains strong and stable. For strategic financing, some of the nation's high-priority projects can now look to the newly established Maharlika Investment Fund without the added debt burden. To ensure sound financial management, a group of internationally recognized economic managers shall oversee the operations of the fund. Napatunayan natin na kayang maipababa ang presyo ng bigas, karne, isda, gulay at asukal. Our aim is to boost our local agricultural production through consolidation, modernization, mechanization, and improvement of value chains, augmented by timely and calibrated importation as needed. Isa sa mga dahilan ng pagtaas ng presyo ay ang mga smuggler. Bilang na ang mga araw ng mga smuggler at hoarder na yan. Tayo rin ay naghahanda sa El Nino na nagbabadyang tumama sa mga darating na buwan. Ang tubig ay kasing halaga rin ng pagkain. One of the keys to continuing economic growth is infrastructure development. So, we will build better and more. The flagship projects cover investments in the areas of physical connectivity, water resources, agriculture, health, digital connectivity, and energy. Learning recovery will be at the forefront of our education agenda. The Matatag Agenda for Basic Education has been launched, focusing on relevance of curriculum, rapid and responsive delivery, and the welfare of both learners and teachers. We are now refocusing our health priorities, applying the lessons learned from the pandemic. We are inclusive in our pursuit of social protection. The pension of the military and the uniformed personnel is as important as that of all other civilian Filipino employees. Efforts are underway to make it fully functional and financially sustainable. I know that the state of the nation is sound and is improving. Dumating na po ang bagong Pilipinas.
President Bongbong Marcos' second State of the Nation address reaps mixed reactions from officials. For Vice President Sara Duterte, the SONA showcased Marcos' leadership in the past year, which was marked with decisiveness, strength, fortitude, and political will. House Speaker Martin Romualdez, on the other hand, vowed that the President could count on Congress to work on his priority measures. Other lawmakers also lauded the President for highlighting and prioritizing issues directly affecting the Filipino people. These include those in the agriculture and infrastructure sectors.
Matatawag ko itong SONA na ito ay renaissance ng agriculture. Malaki ang oras ginugol niya sa paglaban sa inflation at kung paano buhayin ang sektor ng agrikultura.
Yung unang-una sa infrastructure development, tuloy-tuloy. Yan ang paraan para makahabol tayo sa ating mga karatig bansa.
However, Albay Representative Joey Salceda says most of the President's priority bills have already been tackled by the House.
Most of the taxes have actually been approved already. They are all pending in the Senate. So kahit po yung Department of Water, I think we're already pretty much well advanced.
While Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel believes that Marcos Jr.'s second SONA was informative, he notes that the President failed to discuss some key issues in job creation and wage hikes in the country.
I'm questioning the labor employment figures. Yung iba, because ang iba are reports, titles given, etc. But marami pang kailangan gawin eh. The true state of the nation is that we still need to do a lot of things.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 10:30 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.